So John Bonilla's County Auction Sales Advisors here, better known as CASA. So what we're doing today is we are pretty much scrubbing a list here in Bexar County. So this is our list for the upcoming tax deed sale auction. I'm going through all the properties and then I'm picking the ones that actually are the winners, and I'm eliminating the ones that are the bad ones. I teach you guys how to do this in my educational training and my courses. That way you know how to look at these lists, eliminate the ones that are going to lose you money, and then know how to pick the ones that are going to win you money. So there's 3 on the list today that I'm going to be looking at today. 1 house and then 2 lots today here in Bexar County. But I'll also be working Nueces County this upcoming month. You can do this in any county in the state of Texas. It's better to do it in the bigger counties like Harris, Tarrant, McClellan, Dallas County, Harris County, Bexar, in the Valley, Nueces. However, you could do this in any county. Small town USA, it works too. I just bought a house in Victoria last month for $20,100 in Victoria last month. 3-bedroom, 1 bath. It's going to be great. But today we're scrubbing the list here in Bexar County. Am I at a minute? So by scrubbing the list, okay, what I'm going to do here is at this upcoming auction here in Bexar County, this is a neat one. This is a resale auction. A resale auction is properties that have gone to auction once or twice, didn't sell, so the county puts them back up for sale. A resale auction, right? So there's 29 properties at this resale auction coming up. 22 of them are resale. 7 of them are new sales or current sales, meaning it's the first time they're going to the chopping block. So there's 22 here that are resale. Most resale properties, usually there's a reason why they didn't sell the first time, right? Crap property. We figure out why. But you can also find good ones in this resale list, like the one we're about to look at right here. So this is a resale property here. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath located here on the southeast side of San Antonio. Now you may say southeast side, there's not a lot of equity there, it's not good. Why would you do that? The reason that I still want to pick up properties, even though it may not be in the best socioeconomic area or whatever, is because you can still gain a lot of equity with buying these properties. This one I believe is opening up for $28,000. Homes in this area that are 3-1s right now, I mean, it's kind of crazy everywhere, but 3-1 completely renovated ARV, you're probably looking at maybe about like 150 to 160 in the area right now. If I can pick it up for 60, 70 G's, I put another 30 into it, I'm out 100, I still gain all that equity. But more importantly, what I like to do with some of these properties that are close to town, this one's about 5 minutes from downtown San Antonio, is I like to turn them into Airbnbs, right? So, you know, I will convert some of these into Airbnbs, right? And that way we can have some calendars filled up and make some money that way, as opposed to a traditional long-term stay, right? Traditional long-term tenant. Because really, if we think about a long-term tenant, right? A long-term tenant probably doesn't want to live on the southeast side of San Antonio, right? They probably don't want to, and I probably can't get much for rent anyways on this side of town. However, if I go through Airbnb and I pretty it up real nice and I put TVs in every room, comfortable beds, great looking furniture, make the home look really nice and welcoming, people are going to love to stay here for 3 to 5 days, longer sometimes. But now I can price point it out at a better rate, to where I'm making between $2,000 and $3,000 for the home gross, right? After utilities, taxes, all that stuff, maybe I'm only making between $1,800 and $2,400 off the property, but that's almost double what I would get doing a long-term tenant, and I get to get in the house all the time. So doing Airbnbs is one thing that I also teach in the course and in my educational training. But Airbnb in the properties is just one strategy. There's different strategies that you can do with these homes, kind of like the video you saw yesterday where I got the house on the east side by the Alamo Dome. I've had a long-term tenant in there for over 3 years, and that one I strategized that way because ultimately I plan on demoing that house out and building a new one, and then I'll Airbnb it and put some multiple doors in that one. But for now, you know, you could have a long-term tenant in, you could do Airbnb, you can fix and flip, you can just buy, hold, and then resell to an investor. Several different strategies that you can use when buying houses, just like you can with lots. And we'll be looking at some lots here later today as well too. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get in here. I'm going to do a walk around. I'm going to check the siding, the windows, the roofing, see if I can get on the interior as well, and get a good evaluation of what it's going to cost me to rehab this property. Got it? Okay, so we're going to do a walk around of the exterior here. I always do this when I go look at homes, so you always got to go get your eyes on the homes as well too. The great thing about the course and my educational training that I teach you guys is what to look for on the exteriors, on the interiors, to get a good idea of what it's going to cost you to rehab the homes. Now, by profession, my main job is I'm a contractor, right? I do this for a living: siding, roofing, windows, fencing, all that. So by working with me and getting the educational course with me, you're not only learning how to buy the properties, find the winners, eliminate the losers, make sure you're getting a good amount of equity in it, making sure you're going to get some good returns on it, but I show you how to evaluate the properties. That way you have a good rehab cost, right? You're getting it straight from a contractor. So that's also in addition to everything else that I teach you guys with my training. Okay, so here we are at a vacant lot on the west side of San Antonio. This is off of Guadalupe Street, so if you guys know the west side, you know Guadalupe Street. Now, the west side of San Antonio was always a place you wanted to avoid, you didn't want to be around, and for the most part, it's still pretty rough. As you can see behind me, got my homies back behind me chilling, doing all kinds of things they probably shouldn't be doing, right? But the west side will begin to gentrify and property values will go up regardless. It's just going to happen. We know that, just like how it happened on the east side and nobody thought it was going to happen. It's going to happen on the west side here too, because of all the things that are starting to drop on the west side, like the new UTSA extensions, the new apartment buildings that are going to go up on the west side, and all the new development that's going to happen on that inner west side will start to stretch out and affect more of the greater west side area. Cut it then. So the neat thing about this lot here is it's right on the corner of Guadalupe. You have other businesses here, so this is a commercial site, right? We have here 13,000 square feet of commercial land, stretches from right here, this corner that I'm at, all the way down to the end of the block, and I got this whole section here, right? So this is all commercial. This at one point, I believe, was a funeral home, tore it down. Now this is a resale property. This one I could have picked up directly from the county, and I almost did. I inquired about this one 3 months ago. However, I was talking with the lady there, we started going back and forth, and I decided it was better to wait for resale on this. Now there's a little secret that I let you guys know in my course of my educational stuff on why sometimes it's better to let properties go to resale auction and pick it up there. Alrighty, we're back on the east side of San Antonio. If you know the east side, I love the east side. We're on Delmar Street. This is in Denver Heights. We're about a 3-minute drive from Essex Modern City. If you're in San Antonio area, you know about Essex, you know Denver Heights. That's where we're at. Now this lot did not go for sale at the first auction. Why did it not go for sale at the first auction? Well, it had an opening bid of $38,000, right? Now the opening bid at resale is going to be $10,000. And remember when I was telling you there's sometimes that you want to buy properties at resale as opposed to the first time, right? That's all covered in my course and in my education. Now, I did almost pick this up once again over the counter directly from the county. This is one of the ones I inquired at because I was at the auction. Nobody bid on it. I didn't bid on it either. And then I almost picked it up from the city, and I decided, no, let's wait for resale again. So I'm taking a look here again. It's still available. I like the lot. It's going to go at resale, and I'm going to try to pick this one up. Now, some of you may say, well, John, why do you just pick up land? Why would you pick up just raw land? Well, if you can pick up these lots cheap enough, they can be very lucrative. You just got to make sure that you're picking up a lot that you can actually use, right? That can be useful for you. Now, I got these acronyms in my training that's called ZEALs, right? If you've bought my course online, you know what the ZEALs are. The ZEALs get you the deals, and that's what I teach you guys. It's one of the topics covered in there is ZEALs, and that's going to be something that you're going to want to learn and hold on to because it's going to let you know whether the land that we're buying is valuable. But that's all covered. I'd love to have a call with you one-on-one, sit for 30 minutes and discuss your short-term goals, your long-term goals, what you're looking to invest, what type of returns you're looking to do, and then we can strategize from there, and I can tell you if you're a good fit for my educational course. 210-767-CASA. It's 210-767-CASA. You can DM me, you can message me here, however you want to get a hold of me, and then let's set that call up for you. You know, and one of the things that I want to stress again to you guys is the importance that, you know, when you work with me, you're working with somebody who works in the industry as a contractor, and I'm not going to fluff anything for you as far as, you know, what you should be paying for a roof, for new windows, for siding, for paint jobs, for plumbing, for flooring, things like that. That way, when you buy a property and you acquire it, you're going to have to go through these steps of either you're going to rehab it yourself, right? You're going to put the sweat equity into it. which some people just don't want to do or don't have the time for. So then you're going to have to go hire contractors. I can teach you and show you how you should deal with these contractors, what reasonable pricing is, and if they're trying to poke your eyes out, because I'm giving you that continued support throughout this journey to help you not only buy the properties, but then rehab the properties. Let's schedule that call. I'll forever wish I somehow find the words that would change your mind. I got it. How about generational wealth? How about legacy? How about real cash flow? How about real net worth? How about real equity? How about freedom? How about freedom to do whatever you want, whenever you want, because you have the means to do it? And I want to show you how. So you belong here. And don't let anybody tell you that you don't belong here. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't get into real estate. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have the money to get into real estate, that you need great credit, that you need this, that you need that. There are other ways to get into real estate that I teach with having a minimal amount of savings, just knowing how to then build that up over time. So you do belong here. And if you do have a little bit of money to invest and you don't know where to put it, I can show you where. And then we can build upon that, because you do belong here. Don't feel bad for overgrowing people who had the chance to grow with you. If you know anyone in your life right now that says you can't do it, you can't get into real estate, it's too much money, negative, 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 you need to eliminate those people. Okay, and you need to grow and get with people that have done it before, right? Find the mentors, find the people who actually do it, like me. I want to help you grow, and I want to grow with you, right? If I take all this knowledge to my grave, I am being selfish. I want to share it with you, I want to help you grow, and I want you to grow with me, and I want to grow with you. So let's do this, and let's schedule that call.